The clock hits 90 minutes. The board goes up. 8 more minutes. The crowd groans like they've been personally betrayed. But that number wasn't pulled out of thin air, and it isn't the referee being cruel. It's the result of a silent stopwatch running in the referee's pocket the entire match, counting every single second the ball wasn't actually being played. Here is exactly how it works. Let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding first. In football, the clock never stops. Not for a throw-in, not for a goal kick, not for a substitution. It just keeps running the entire match, no pauses at all. Compare that to basketball or American football, where the clock stops constantly and the game can take 3 hours to play 60 minutes of action. Football does the opposite. It runs continuously and fixes the problem afterward by adding the missing time back at the end. That missing time has a name: stoppage time. Stoppage. Now here's the part that actually explains why this number keeps growing every single year, and almost nobody bothers to tell you this. Referees wear 2 separate watches on 2 separate wrists. One watch is the actual match clock, running from kickoff, exactly like the one on the stadium screen. The second watch is a stopwatch the referee starts and stops manually every single time the ball goes out of play for something significant. An injury, a long VAR check, a substitution, a booking, a goal celebration. Every one of those moments gets clocked, added up, and at the end of the half, that total becomes the number you see go up on the board. No guessing, no vibes, just a running tally. Here's where it gets genuinely dramatic, and where most fans have no idea what actually counts. A substitution costs roughly 30 seconds every time. A goal celebration costs 60 to 90 seconds because, and this part actually matters, that's a moment of joy for one team and devastation for the other. And FIFA wants both teams to get the time back fairly. A serious injury treated on the pitch can cost a minute to 3 minutes. A VAR review costs exactly as long as the review itself takes. No more, no less. Add all of that up across 90 minutes, and you can understand why 8 minutes of stoppage time isn't dramatic. It's just arithmetic. Now here's the twist that catches even longtime fans completely off guard. The number on the board is not a final number. It is a minimum. If a goal is scored in the 93rd minute of an 8-minute stoppage period, the celebration that follows adds even more time on top of that. If there's a VAR check during stoppage time itself, that gets added too. There is no upper limit written anywhere in the laws of the game. The half ends only when the referee, and only the referee, decides it ends. 8 minutes can quietly become 11. Nobody can stop that. Nobody can challenge it. At this World Cup specifically, stoppage time is about to get significantly longer than anything fans have seen before, for one very specific reason. FIFA has introduced mandatory 3-minute hydration breaks midway through each half of every single match, given the summer heat across host cities in the United States and Mexico. That's 6 extra guaranteed minutes added to every match before a single injury or substitution even happens. Combine that with FIFA's continued directive, first introduced at Qatar 2022, to count actual lost time rather than the old lazy habit of just adding a flat 4 or 5 minutes regardless of what happened. And matches at this tournament are going to regularly push past the 10, 11, even 12-minute mark of added time. So here's the whole system, stripped down to what actually matters. The clock never stops during play. The referee tracks every significant delay on a second watch throughout the match. Substitutions, injuries, celebrations, and VAR checks all get added up individually. The number on the board at the end is a minimum, not a final answer. And at this World Cup, mandatory hydration breaks alone guarantee 6 extra minutes before the match even gets complicated. That number on the board was never an insult to your patience. It was a debt being repaid. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.